The 2012 20 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a fascinating artifact of modern British coinage, encapsulating a period of monetary history, royal representation, technological precision in minting, and evolving numismatic interests. To understand this coin fully, one must explore not only its physical attributes but also its historical context, artistic design, production processes, legal framework, circulation patterns, and its place within the broader story of the United Kingdom's monetary evolution. The 20 pence coin, first introduced in 1982, filled an important gap in the decimalized currency system introduced in 1971. Prior to its existence, there was a notable jump between the 10 pence and 50 pence coins, which occasionally caused inefficiencies in transactions. The 20 pence coin was conceived to bridge this gap, offering a practical medium for everyday transactions while also aligning with the growing trend toward coinage that better reflected real-world pricing needs in the late 20th century. The 2012 issue of the 20 pence coin belongs to the second major design phase of this denomination. Originally, the coin bore a traditional heraldic design, with the crowned Tudor rose on its reverse, a motif by William Gardner that had been in place from its introduction in 1982 until 2008. However, in 2008, the Royal Mint initiated one of the most significant redesigns in British coinage history, the Royal Arms redesign by Matthew Dent. This new suite of designs spread the components of the Royal Shield across the reverse sides of circulating coins ranging from the 1p to the 50p denominations, with the full shield visible when the coins were arranged together. For the 20 pence piece, this redesign meant that only a segment of the shield appeared on the reverse, specifically the upper left portion of the shield that displays the lion passant guardant representing England. Thus, by 2012, the 20 pence coin was well into its new visual era, with this modern, minimalist yet heraldically rooted design being firmly established. The obverse of the 2012 20 pence coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley FRBs. Introduced in 1998, this portrait was notable for its realistic and unidealized depiction of the monarch, in contrast to the more youthful or symbolic representations of earlier eras. Rank Broadley's effigy shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a well-known and frequently worn piece from her collection. The portrait was widely regarded for its accessibility and accuracy, presenting the Queen as she appeared in the later years of the 20th century and the first decade of the 21st. Surrounding the effigy are the inscriptions, Elizabeth II DG. Reg FD, Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, and the date, 2012. This legend reaffirms her titles, by the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith, a phrasing steeped in British monarchical and ecclesiastical tradition. The 20 pence coin is distinct among UK coinage for being the first heptagonal coin of its size and value, although the 50 pence had earlier introduced the concept of an equilateral curved heptagon. The coin's seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curve heptagon, allows it to be easily recognized by touch and ensures a constant width for vending machines and coin-operated systems. Its specifications are precise: a diameter of approximately 21.4 millimeters, a weight of 5 grams, and a thickness of around 1.7 millimeters. It is struck in cupronickel, composed of 84% copper and 16% nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance while providing durability against wear and corrosion. In 2012, the coin was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, an institution with centuries of history and a global reputation for precision and craftsmanship. The year 2012 was notable in the United Kingdom for being the year of the London Olympic Games and the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, marking 60 years on the throne. However, the standard 20 pence coin of 2012 did not carry any commemorative markings for these events. It remained part of the standard circulating series. Nonetheless, the context of 2012 imbued that year's coinage with a certain historical significance, as collectors often associate coins with major national events even when not directly commemorative. From a numismatic perspective, the 20 pence coin experienced a surge of public interest in 2008–2009 when a batch of undated 20p coins was accidentally released into circulation. These so-called mule coins featured the new reverse design but were paired with an older obverse die that did not include the date. As a result, those undated coins became highly collectible. By 2012, this story was still fresh in the minds of many collectors, leading to a heightened general awareness of 20-pence coins during those years. The 2012 issue, however, does not share the same rarity as the undated version. It was minted in standard quantities to meet circulation needs. The mintage of the 2012 20-pence coin was significant, as the coin continued to serve as a vital component of everyday transactions. While exact mintage figures hover around the tens of millions, this was a relatively standard year without an exceptionally low mintage, meaning the coin is common in circulation and not inherently rare. Its face value, 20 pence, represents 1/5 of a pound sterling, and as such, it is often used in small purchases, parking meters, and as part of change in retail settings. Examining the coin under magnification reveals the fine craftsmanship involved in its production. The edges are smooth, i.e., without milling or reading, and the heptagonal shape creates a distinctive visual rhythm when the coin is rotated. The relief of the Queen's portrait and the shield segment is well defined, with varying depths that catch light in subtle ways. Over time, circulated examples may show wear, particularly on the high points of the Queen's hair and the edges of the shield design. Legally, the 20-pence coin, like other UK decimal coins, is a legal tender up to a limit of £10 for any single transaction. This is part of the United Kingdom's legal tender rules, which set limits on the quantity of each denomination that must be accepted in settlement of a debt. However, in everyday retail practice, coins are generally accepted without such strict adherence to the limits unless large quantities are involved. In terms of collecting, the 2012 20-pence coin is typically categorized as a common circulation issue rather than a key date. However, its condition can significantly affect its desirability. Uncirculated or proof versions, particularly those struck for collector sets by the Royal Mint, hold higher value than well-worn circulating examples. Proof coins are struck with special dies and often feature a mirrored field with frosted reliefs, packaged in protective cases to preserve their pristine state. The coin also serves as a snapshot of Britain's ongoing monetary evolution. In 2012, cash was still dominant in many everyday transactions, but the rise of contactless payments, digital banking, and mobile payment platforms was beginning to influence coin production and usage patterns. Over the following decade, the circulation demand for many small denominations would gradually decline, but coins like the 20-pence continued to play a role in the physical representation of the British pound. Culturally, the coin carries the image of a monarch whose reign spanned more than 70 years, a constant presence on British currency through times of profound change, post-war reconstruction, the Cold War, European integration, technological revolutions, and debates over the monarchy's future. Each coin bearing Elizabeth II's effigy acts as a micro-historical document of her reign, and the 2012 20-pence is no exception. It was issued in the same year the nation celebrated her Diamond Jubilee, making it part of the broader narrative of her legacy, even though the coin itself does not bear a specific commemorative mark for that event. In the international numismatic market, the coin is recognized as a standard representative of early 2010s British coinage. Collectors outside the United Kingdom often seek it as part of full sets of modern decimal coins, particularly those aiming to assemble year-by-year collections. Its modest size and iconic design also make it a popular choice for jewelry settings, educational kits, and themed displays of British currency. From a manufacturing standpoint, the production of 20-pence coins in 2012 involved advanced blanking, striking, and quality control technologies. The Royal Mint employed high-speed presses capable of striking hundreds of coins per minute, while automated vision systems ensured that misstrikes, off-centering, or other defects were minimized. The coins were then distributed via the Bank of England to banks, retailers, and the public. Environmentally, the cupronickel alloy of the 20-pence coin is recyclable, and the Royal Mint has periodically engaged in programs to withdraw worn coins and recycle their metal into new issues. This sustainability aspect has become increasingly important in modern minting philosophy, aligning with broader goals of resource efficiency. When considering the coin in its full historical, cultural, and technical context, the 2012 20 pence is more than just a small piece of metal. It is a reflection of a nation's heritage, a testament to industrial precision, and a continuing participant in the daily lives of millions. Its relatively high mintage ensures that it will remain a common and accessible artifact for collectors and the public alike, yet each individual coin bears the subtle marks of its journey through hands, pockets, tills, and machines. For collectors today, a well-preserved 2012 20 pence in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition can be found at a modest premium over its face value, often in the range of £1 to £2 depending on packaging and provenance. Proof versions, especially those issued in Royal Mint annual sets, may command higher prices. Circulated examples, however, retain primarily their face value, as they remain abundant in everyday change. Looking forward, the coin may gain retrospective significance as part of the broader narrative of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign, particularly since her passing in 2022 led to the introduction of coins bearing the portrait of King Charles III. Thus, the 2012 issue stands as one of the many enduring pieces of her numismatic legacy, a small but meaningful token of a historic era. Next coin. The 2015 United Kingdom 20 pence coin is an intriguing and significant piece within the modern British decimal coinage system, reflecting the evolution of UK currency, the monarchy under Queen Elizabeth II, and the enduring role of the 20 pence denomination since its introduction in 1982. This coin, minted in 2015, belongs to the family of decimal coins first introduced after the United Kingdom transitioned from the pre-decimal system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the modern decimal currency in 1971. The 20 pence piece was added as a relatively late addition in 1982 to fill a gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence coins, providing a convenient mid-range denomination. The 2015 edition carries significant meaning because it was issued during the later reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring the fifth and final definitive portrait of the Queen by Jody Clark, which was introduced in 2015 and remained in use until her passing in 2022. This portrait is notable for being the first definitive UK coin portrait created entirely with the aid of computer software, using digital sculpting techniques rather than traditional manual engraving. The obverse of the 2015 20 pence coin displays this Jody Clark effigy, which shows Queen Elizabeth II wearing the royal diadem crown, a symbol of state occasions, along with more mature facial features than previous portraits, reflecting her advanced age of 89 years at the time of issue. The inscription around the effigy reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2015, which is an abbreviated Latin legend meaning, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, translating to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse of the coin retains the design first introduced in 2008 as part of the Royal Mint redesign of UK coinage led by Matthew Dent. This design features a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms, specifically the lower right portion, which, when combined with the other definitive coins from 1 penny to 50 pence, forms the complete royal shield. The 20 pence segment shows part of the lion rampant of England and a portion of the shield's cross. The word, 20 pence, is inscribed at the top, with the denomination, 20, placed prominently within the design. The technical specifications of the 2015 20 pence coin remain consistent with its predecessors since 1982. It is a heptagonal, seven-sided coin with an equilateral curved heptagon shape, meaning all 7 sides are of equal length and the curve allows for a smooth circular fitting for vending machines while maintaining a distinctive tactile feel. It has a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, a thickness of 1.7 millimeters, and a weight of 5 grams. The composition is cupronical, consisting of 84% copper and 16% nickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance with resistance to corrosion and wear. Its edge is plain, smooth, which is typical for most lower denomination British coins. The coin was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, using high-speed coining presses with strict quality control to ensure durability and compatibility with automated machines. The 20 pence coin has no specific mint mark, as is customary for UK circulation coins, though collector's editions may carry special features depending on the set or packaging. In terms of mintage, the 2015 20 pence coin was struck in large numbers for general circulation, although exact figures from the Royal Mint show that its mintage was moderate compared to peak years. Alongside the circulating coins, the Royal Mint also produced brilliant uncirculated BU versions, proof versions, and collector sets in both cupronical and precious metals like silver proof and gold proof editions for numismatists. The 2015 issue is especially notable because it marked the first full year of the Jody Clark portrait, replacing the fourth definitive portrait by Ian Rank Broadley, which had been used since 1998. This transition makes the 2015 coin historically significant for collectors, as it represents a key moment in the modern series where the monarch's portrait evolved to match her age and to incorporate modern minting technology. Historically, the 20 pence coin has been an important part of British daily life, used in transactions for small goods, vending machines, parking meters, and various retail environments. Its introduction in 1982 helped bridge the gap between 10p and 50p coins, particularly at a time when inflation made the existing denominations less practical for everyday pricing. By 2015, the coin had already been in circulation for over 3 decades and was well integrated into British culture. It is worth noting that the 20 pence coin is one of the few UK coins to have had a notable minting error in its history. In 2008, a batch of undated 20p coins entered circulation due to a die mismatch, making them highly sought after by collectors. Although the 2015 coin does not have a similar error, collectors often check their coins for potential varieties, die cracks, or misalignments that might add numismatic premium. From a cultural and economic perspective, the 2015 20 pence coin reflects the stability and gradual evolution of UK coinage during a period of political and economic transformation, including discussions about the United Kingdom's role in the European Union, the Scottish independence referendum aftermath, and broader changes in payment technologies with the rise of contactless and digital transactions. Despite the increasing shift toward cashless payments, coins like the 20 pence remained essential in 2015, particularly in low-value transactions and among populations relying on physical currency. In terms of value, a standard 2015 20 pence coin in circulated condition holds its face value of 20p in the UK, with minimal additional premium unless in uncirculated or proof condition. Brilliant uncirculated coins in original Royal Mint packaging can fetch slightly higher prices among collectors, typically in the range of a few pounds, while silver-proof versions can be valued higher depending on silver market prices and collector demand. Over time, as coins wear out and are withdrawn, certain dates may become scarcer in high grade, and 2015 could become moderately collectible due to its position as the inaugural year for the Jody Clark portrait on the 20 pence. The coin also carries symbolic importance in the story of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. By 2015, she had become the longest reigning British monarch, surpassing Queen Victoria's record. The Jody Clark portrait reflects her enduring presence and the subtle but dignified aging of her features, marking a monarch who had seen through the Second World War, post-war recovery, the Cold War, the digital revolution, and the dawn of the 21st century. The 20 pence coin, while small in denomination, thus becomes part of a broader tapestry of national history, representing continuity, stability, and identity. Collectors often preserve 2015 20 pence coins in albums, capsules, or proof sets, and some pursue complete sets of all UK decimal coinage with the new portrait. For error collectors, examining 2015 coins under magnification may reveal minor die varieties or striking anomalies, but no major confirmed errors for this year have been officially documented. Cleaning of such coins is discouraged in numismatics, as original patina and luster are critical for maintaining collector value. From a metallurgical perspective, the cupronical alloy ensures the coin's resilience in circulation, withstanding wear from countless hand-to-hand transactions. The 7-sided shape not only provides tactile identification for the visually impaired but also helps in coin-operated machines that rely on geometry rather than just size or weight. The 2015 20 pence coin continues to circulate widely in the UK, even after the death of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022, as coins with her portrait remain legal tender until actively withdrawn. It represents a snapshot of a specific year within a larger continuum of British coinage, one that will, over time, become part of the numismatic history of the Elizabethan era and the transition to King Charles III's coinage. Would you like me to also include the 2004 United Kingdom 20 pence coin as part of the pre-2008 series of British decimal coinage, representing a significant period in the evolution of the UK's modern currency system under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II? This coin, struck in 2004, belongs to the denomination introduced in 1982 to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence coins, offering a convenient mid-range value for everyday transactions in a society increasingly reliant on decimalized money. The obverse of the 2004 20 pence features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Ian Rank Broadley, which had been introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. This portrait is distinguished by its realistic, mature representation of the Queen, depicting her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece of jewelry gifted to her as a wedding present in 1947. Rank Broadley's effigy is widely regarded as more lifelike compared to previous portraits, emphasizing the Queen's age and dignity rather than idealized youthfulness. Around the portrait, the Latin inscription reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2004, which translates to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, reflecting her constitutional and religious roles in the United Kingdom. The reverse design of the 2004 20 pence coin retains the original motif first introduced when the denomination debuted in 1982, designed by William Gardner. This design, used from 1982 until it was replaced in 2008 by Matthew Dent's Royal Shield series, features a crowned Tudor rose, a heraldic emblem symbolizing the union of the House of York and the House of Lancaster following the Wars of the Roses in the 15th century. The rose is encircled by the words, 20 pence, with the denomination, 20, positioned below. Above the rose is a royal crown, symbolizing the sovereignty of the monarch, and the whole composition reflects a balance between tradition and the modern decimal system. The reverse bears no designer's initials, but its symmetrical, timeless style made it one of the most recognizable British coin designs in circulation for over 2 decades. In terms of physical characteristics, the 2004 20 pence coin is a heptagonal, 7-sided piece with an equilateral curved heptagon shape, meaning it has 7 equal sides but is designed to roll smoothly in machines as if it were circular. This innovation, carried over from the 50 pence coin design principle, ensures easy recognition by touch for the visually impaired and efficient use in automated machines like vending, parking meters, and ticketing devices. The coin measures 21.4 mm in diameter, 1.7 mm in thickness, and weighs 5 grams. Its composition is cupronical, 84% copper and 16% nickel, which provides a silver-like appearance, durability, and resistance to corrosion. The edge is plain, smooth, a standard feature for 20 pence coins throughout their history. The Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales, produced the 2004 20 pence coins using high-speed coining presses capable of striking hundreds of coins per minute, with strict quality control to ensure each piece met exacting standards. Millions of these coins entered circulation in 2004, forming part of the everyday currency used in shops, transport systems, and small-scale cash transactions across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Alongside standard circulating coins, the Royal Mint also issued collector-grade versions, brilliant uncirculated BU coins, proof sets, and occasionally precious metal variants, silver-proof and gold-proof, included in annual sets or commemorative collections. These collector pieces bear the same design but are struck to higher standards with mirror-like fields and frosted reliefs. From a historical and cultural perspective, the 2004 20 pence coin reflects the continuity of British coinage during the early 21st century, a period marked by gradual modernization yet strong attachment to traditional symbols like the crowned Tudor rose. The coin circulated during an era when cash was still dominant in everyday life, though digital and card payments were beginning to expand. Politically, This was a time when the UK was a member of the European Union but maintained its independent pound sterling rather than adopting the euro, reinforcing the symbolic importance of national currency in expressing sovereignty and identity. The mintage of the 2004 20 pence was substantial enough that it is not considered rare in circulated condition today, but uncirculated examples with full luster are more desirable among collectors. Coins from this period are often found with varying degrees of wear, ranging from sharp, brilliant pieces kept in drawers to heavily circulated coins with worn roses and faded inscriptions. Collectors typically seek coins in the highest possible grade, and proof versions command the highest premium due to their limited production numbers and superior finish. The 20 pence denomination became famous in 2008 due to the undated 20p error, a rare minting mishap where the date was accidentally omitted on some coins during the transition to the new Royal Shield design. While this error does not apply to the 2004 issue, it has increased public interest in checking all 20p coins, including those from earlier years, for potential varieties, misstrikes, or anomalies. For 2004, no widely recognized major errors have been recorded, but minor die cracks, off-center strikes, or weakly struck areas can occasionally surface and attract niche collectors. Economically, the face value of 20 pence has modest purchasing power but remains practical for small change, making it one of the most frequently handled coins in the UK. In 2004, 20 pence could buy items such as a newspaper supplement, a piece of confectionery, or contribute to a bus fare, reflecting its role as an everyday convenience coin. Over the years, inflation has eroded its relative value, but it continues to play a role in the UK's coinage hierarchy between the 10p and 50p. The obverse design by Ian Rank Broadley is particularly significant in numismatic history because it marked a departure from earlier effigies by Arnold Machen, used from 1968-1984, and Raphael Maklouf, used from 1985-1997. Rank Broadley's version was bolder, with larger lettering and a more candid portrayal of the Queen, showing her as a reigning monarch in maturity rather than in youthful idealism. His initials, IRB, appear below the portrait on some denominations but are subtly integrated, respecting the coin's overall balance. From a collecting standpoint, the 2004 20 pence coin represents a key date within the fourth portrait series, 1998-2015. It is often included in typesets showcasing the Tudor rose reverse before the design overhaul in 2008. Its survival rate in high-grade condition is decent, as many were saved from circulation, but they do not yet carry significant premiums unless in proof or BU state. Legally, like all UK decimal coins, the 20 pence is legal tender up to £10 for any single transaction, although in practical terms, it is freely accepted in day-to-day commerce. It is struck without a mint mark unless part of a specific commemorative set. The coin's design and specifications are protected under the Coinage Act, and its issuance is authorized by the royal proclamation approved by the monarch. Metallurgically, the cupronickel alloy chosen provides excellent durability, and many 2004 coins remain in serviceable condition. Today, despite 2 decades of use, the 7-sided geometry continues to be praised for its combination of uniqueness and functional compatibility with machines. The edges, while plain, can develop subtle nicks and dings from circulation, which collectors analyze when grading. In terms of symbolism, the crown Tudor rose reflects England's historical narrative of unity and reconciliation, while also serving as a broader emblem for the United Kingdom in numismatic art. It connects the modern currency to deep historical roots reaching back over 5 centuries. As the years progress and the UK transitions to newer monarchic portraits, with King Charles III now appearing on coins after Queen Elizabeth II's death in 2022, coins like the 2004 20 pence become part of a completed era of coinage. They document a moment in time when the monarchy was in its late stability, the currency system was in its mature decimal phase, and Britain was navigating its role in a rapidly changing Europe and global economy. Numismatically, the coin is considered common in circulation but a necessary component of a complete 20 pence series. Its collector value generally aligns with its face value in worn condition, with a modest premium for high-grade uncirculated pieces, £1 £2, and a more substantial premium for proof silver versions, £10 £20 depending on market trends. The gold proof, if obtained as part of a set, holds intrinsic bullion value as well. For collectors, the 2004 20 pence is best preserved in non-PVC holders or archival quality flips, avoiding cleaning which diminishes numismatic worth. Its role in the history of British decimal coinage ensures it will always have relevance in type collections and historical narratives.